Yes, now ladies and gentlemen, as I explained in the last video, we've got no gaming videos coming for we don't know how much longer, but Xbox is broken. So the only thing definitive that we can do is Subway Surfers or other creative IRL videos. But nevertheless, we're here for Subway Surfers. This is probably one of the most popular series on my channel. I mean, it's got the average Subway Surfers video does more views than the average other video. So there you go. But you know, I figured as well, because these videos are always like 8 to 18 minutes, doing like 2 runs every time. And although it like takes a while, the videos are quite long. We're not actually achieving much in the videos. Now that's good. I want to achieve more in the videos, so maybe longer episodes. I'll claim all them. Yep. I think we're working towards 65k. And I think it's 25 keys, but I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll claim. Thank you. Well, we've just gained a great ton of thingies. What keys was I working towards? Was it that? It could have been that. I think it was hers. 30 keys. We need 30 keys. God. Well, where are you gonna pull those from? And then we wanted, which board was it? It wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. I forget which one it was, you see. We've done well with the boards. I mean, we've got nearly all of them. Yeah, it was this one, 65,000. Not bad. Oh, mate, we've still got more. What's this? Collections. Thank you, I guess. God, this is a lot to claim here. I'm not complaining. It's giving us a lot. I'll take them. This just means less work. Daily gift. What we got? This game has got too much to it, though. Like, back in the day when it was a lot more simple than this. It still had a lot to it, but it was a lot more simple than this. There's way too many things, and often you don't actually know what's going on. So, yeah. Interesting. I don't know what all this is. Regardless. Oh, God. What do you want now? I've done it. Oh. Cool. Thanks, mate. Couple hundred. Right. Let's start. What are our missions first? Want to check these. Pick up 15,000 coins, 4,000 in. Pick up, well, need 6 more power-ups while in the left lane. Well, let's use this one score booster. Pick up these coins. So we're prioritizing coins and power-ups. I mean, we should always be prioritizing coins. We don't need to worry as much about the score we're getting. We're trying to make that money. Trying to make that money and achieve in the game. Make money and get achievements. That's our goal for the series, for us playing this game. And so far, I think I've only missed 1 coin in total, which is good. But there's been no power-ups in the left lane. So, goddamn. Well, there we go. That's a power-up in the left lane. Woo, missed me with that. Oh, there we go. I love these. I don't love them. I hate them. I loved them for that. Well done. It did a good job there. Came in there slightly clutch, enough clutch. You know, I'm gonna try and prioritize the left lane if there's coins on the left lane. I'm gonna stay on this one though because there's a letter. But obviously because we're doing power ups, it's not in the left lane, and the super sneakers, so I don't care. I'll only get the super sneakers if they're in the left lane, or if I need to pick them up, and I do need to pick them up, but only if they're in the left lane. Now, normally I talk about topics when I do these videos. I've not got much topics to talk about. But there is one piece of boxing news. Anthony Joshua has signed his next fight deal. He's fighting Daniel Dubois as part of Riyadh season. So run by Turkey Al Sheikh. But it's in London. It's in Wembley. So it just proves they're not only, they're not just going to stay in Saudi Arabia for all these fights. We are going to get the fights we want. Not that Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois was a big fan favourite fight. But it's a good fight. Both from London, both, we've always felt like, because they're powerhouses, they need to face off really in their Battle of Britain. Obviously, it's not the Battle of Britain, because the Battle of Britain would be Tyson Fury and Usyk, but, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, but Tyson Fury is tied up with Usyk, wanting that rematch, which is fair. You can't blame him. Anthony Joshua got a rematch. Anthony Joshua got a rematch. In his first fight, he got beat up just as bad as Tyson Fury. I mean, you could argue in Joshua and Usyk's first fight, Joshua probably scored less than Tyson did when Tyson fought Usyk. But Tyson got hurt worse than Anthony Joshua did in both fights. So far, out of Joshua and Usyk, the best performance either one of them put in against Usyk could either be the first, well, the second to about 8th round of Fury Usyk for Fury, or it could be the later rounds of Joshua Usyk 2, where he was just kind of piling on the punches a bit more. But you never know, you know. Tyson maybe did better against Usyk than Joshua did, but Tyson got hurt a bit more. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about right now. Joshua Dubois for the IBF title. Dubois just won the IBF title on the 5 versus 5 matching versus Queensbury, obviously representing Queensbury. And he took out Filip Hrgović, which, to be honest, I thought Filip Hrgović would have been that one, but he didn't. And it was for the vacant IBF title because Usyk, obviously, the Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk fight was for both the belts, but IBF apparently was strict on their rules. You know, you need to be defending. If Usyk was only going to take the Tyson Fury rematch, they weren't going to class that as defending, so they stripped him of the belt, which, I mean, fair enough. We don't need the belts for Usyk Fury to be a big fight anymore. So Dubois won the IBF title. He's and, you know, winning the title is one thing, right? But they always say what makes you a champion is defending that title. Once you defend it once, you're officially a champion, right? Obviously, you're officially a champion when you win the belt, but in the people's eyes, you're a champion once you've successfully defended the belt. And for his first defense, to be arguably one of the best heavyweights in the world, natural heavyweights, that is. Obviously, Usyk is not a natural heavyweight. Against Anthony Joshua in your first defense, it's quite a dangerous one. It's quite dangerous, risky, obviously, but I mean, it's worth the reward because, you know, you don't want to take easy fights. That, you know, a real champion would take the hard fights, and Dubois not backing down, fair to him. Now, obviously, a lot of people were saying this is risky for AJ, but is it risky for AJ? We're not, you know, we're not accustomed to seeing Anthony Joshua win. You know, we've seen Anthony Joshua lose. It's nothing for him to lose now, and for Anthony Joshua to lose to a champion, again, is no shame. For Anthony Joshua to lose to a man who just beat someone who had twice the amount of experience and was the favourite in the fight, Dubois beat Hrgović. Hrgović was the favourite, right? We've seen Joshua struggle with smaller guys a lot in the past. But the stakes are also very high for Dubois. Yeah, he's the underdog, but he's also the champion. And in his first defence, he's facing Anthony Joshua. There's just equal amount of pressure. Oh, God, I don't know how that was. There's equal amount of pressure on both men. Dubois got a harder opponent and Joshua can't lose. But Dubois got a title that he doesn't want to lose in his first defence against Anthony Joshua. It's not the most fun for Dubois. But a lot of people thinking maybe Dubois might win. Maybe Dubois has what it takes. Because a lot of people are still sleeping on AJ after the Ruiz and Usyk losses. I'm telling you now. Ruiz caught him off guard because he wasn't ready for the smaller guys. Usyk is not a natural heavyweight, so he still moves like a cruiserweight. But I'm telling you now, I believe Anthony Joshua is up there with some of the best when he genuinely puts the work in. And you saw it. I mean, when he puts the work in, you saw him come back. He lost to Usyk twice, beat Jermaine Franklin. You know, went 12 rounds, won a fight, slowly gained his confidence back by, you know, knocking out Robert Helenius, but he took his time with it. But he just wanted to show, you know, he wanted to. Oh my God, that was terrible. He wanted to get that knockout. And then, so that was obviously the knockout against Helenius. Obviously, it was short notice, but that was better than winning on points against Jermaine Franklin. His next fight, Otto Wallin, he won by devastating, well, domination, really. I don't want to say knockout. It was a technical knockout, but it was quite emphatic. It was quite dominating. And he got better every fight. He got better every fight. And then in the Francis Ngannou one, where they said, we don't know how good Francis is at boxing because he gave Tyson run for his money, but Tyson didn't really train. And Joshua's a different man to Tyson. We don't know. Joshua's more of a knockout person than Tyson is, but Tyson's arguably a slicker boxer. We didn't know how it was going to go, and the risk, again, was very high for AJ, but he went in there and he sparked him out in 2 rounds, and he kind of, although it shouldn't be a shock that, you know, it was Ngannou's second ever boxing match, but Ngannou is still an MMA fighter, mixed martial arts, that still includes boxing. He's still a great fighter in overall. You know, he's still one of the baddest men on the planet. And not only that, but he's probably bigger and stronger than Anthony Joshua. Well, Anthony Joshua's taller, but he's probably bigger size-wise, maybe. And he gave Tyson Fury a run for his money. The risk is still there. The man can still fight, but Joshua ran through him, and we didn't obviously, a lot of us could have said, yeah, Anthony wins that fight, but we didn't expect Anthony to run through him like that. So Anthony's been shown a lot of improvement recently, and Dubois could be a victim of this. Anthony Joshua's attitude since the Usyk 2 loss, it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot, because now he's not afraid of losing. He's learned what losing's about, and he's learned what maybe slacking does. He's learned that you need to go in there with a perfect game plan, with putting the most amount of work possible in, and he's just become better and better every fight I've seen of him recently. And I think he beats Dubois, possibly stops him. Because remember, Dubois is still learning. No one expected Dubois to perform how he did against Sergovic, and Dubois had to go to new lengths to beat Jamal Miller. And obviously Jamal Miller was obviously nearly 100 pounds heavier, but still, it was lengths he had to go to. It was more impressive, to be honest, to beat someone 100 pounds heavier. But I think Dubois falls victim to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's kind of momentum right now, because he's taking fights like every 3 months. You know, he fought Jermaine Franklin in April. He fought Hellenius in was it August, July maybe? He fought Otto Wallen in December. Fought Ngannou in March. Now he's back. I mean, it's September. He's fighting Dubois. And I think Joshua stops Dubois, and regardless on the Usyk Fury result, maybe if Fury wins this one, Usyk and Fury have a trilogy, and then we go into the Fury Joshua fight, or Usyk beats Fury again, then we get Joshua and Fury again. Either way, hot take, and I will stand by this. And if it rings true, I'll be soaking in all the glory. If it doesn't, obviously I won't, because it'll be Joshua doing the work, not me. But I'll hold my hands up if it isn't true. But I genuinely, honestly believe Anthony Joshua beats Tyson Fury. That's not to say I don't think Tyson Fury has a chance. Of course, Tyson Fury can have a chance. Like, it could very easily. Tyson Fury could, not very easily, but obviously Tyson Fury could win that fight. But I have faith in Anthony Joshua winning. I think Anthony Joshua is way smarter with his punches. I think his punches are cleaner, and I think they land with much more force. It takes much more time to think about it. The problem is Joshua is a lot more stiff. He's not stiff, but he's a lot more traditionally styled than Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a bit unorthodox. He's quite elusive, and he will move around the ring better than Anthony Joshua, and he's more tactical in that sense, because he will lean on him, he'll put his weight on him, he'll clinch him. Anthony Joshua will just time the punches right, and if Tyson moves how he does, he's kind of hard to time, really. I mean, Usyk showed that, you know. But I do think I have faith in Anthony Joshua, because both men have proven to not have the strongest chin. Tyson, although we're talking about Deontay Wilder, Tyson still went down quite easily to Deontay Wilder. Shots that didn't look like they should have hurt. And we've so recently, it could have just been a recency thing, but so recently, Deontay Wilder ain't all that. He ain't all that. You know, Zhang beat Deontay Wilder probably easier than Fury did. Parker destroyed Deontay Wilder in 12 rounds. Completely outboxed him, didn't give him a chance, kind of embarrassed him really, because he just looked like he didn't want the smoke. And that could have been Fury ruining him, or that could have just maybe downplayed Tyson's performance in those fights, maybe. But regardless, I think when the time is needed, Anthony Joshua has the more emphatic punches. And I think Anthony Joshua, if they go 12 rounds, I think Anthony Joshua will think smarter about it. But I think Anthony Joshua would land the right one on Tyson Fury and possibly end that fight. I think AJ beats Tyson Fury in the future. So, let's hope he beats Daniel Dubois, which I think he will. But he kind of needs to, because if he loses to Dubois, it's killer momentum. And if he loses to Dubois, Tyson Fury's going to find another reason to not fight him. Tyson Fury's, the only way Tyson Fury and AJ can happen definitively now is if Anthony Joshua doesn't lose. And if Anthony Joshua doesn't lose up until Usyk and Fury is over, whether Fury loses again or they go to trilogy and Tyson wins, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, Anthony Joshua can't lose if he wants that Tyson Fury match, because we know what Tyson Fury is like in negotiations, and he will try to ruin this fight with Anthony Joshua. He will try everything to get out of it. And it's evident, and if people think it's not, it is. Do you remember when he went on his Instagram story, he's like, right, let's make the fight happen. This is the last chance it's ever going to get, and it wasn't, obviously, because he's just lying in everyone's face. But he says, you want this weight, this arena, this is what we're doing, this, giving all of his demands, and he goes 24 hours to accept, or it's never happening again. Again, that's not how negotiations work. I mean, none of us have been in the boxing world, really. We don't really know what goes on, but... you know, demands kind of either come from both sides or they're agreed on, you know, and for Tyson just to give all of his demands, it's not giving a fair chance to Joshua, but then also saying 24 hours to accept. These things don't take 24 hours to approve, do you know what I mean? You've still got to approve these things. You can't just do it in 24 hours, and obviously he knows that, because he's not even giving them a chance to counteract. That's just showing that Tyson... because Tyson knows he wouldn't accept those things that he was giving him. Tyson knows, and Joshua wouldn't accept Tyson having 100% of the demands and doing it in 24 hours notice. Joshua's smarter than that. You know, of course he wouldn't accept that, and Tyson knows he wouldn't accept that. That's exactly why he gave the deal, because he didn't want Joshua to accept, because he doesn't want the fight. It's a dangerous fight, but he doesn't want the people sitting there being like, oh, fight Joshua, you're ducking Joshua. So he wants to act like he's calling Joshua out, and Joshua doesn't want the smoke, when realistically it's the other way around. Joshua's probably ready for the fight. And Tyson's just a bit... not that he doesn't want the smoke. Tyson could handle it. Tyson and Anthony Joshua is a very 50-50 fight. Just Tyson probably doesn't like the odds. Tyson probably likes a 90-10 odds. I mean, look, he fought Derek Chisora 3 times when we only need to fight him once. He fought him once, beat him. Fought him twice, destroyed him. And then, what was the point in the third time? There was no point in the third time. Get what I'm saying? Tyson doesn't like the 50-50 stakes. And he was kind of... and his fear of that was the Usyk fight. That was evident. He was kind of forcing the Usyk fight because that's where it was all leading, and he couldn't really turn that one down. Now, obviously, he acted all up for it, but look what happened when the odds were 50-50. I mean, the weight and size was all in Tyson Fury's, you know, all in his advantage, but who was the better boxer? Usyk. We all knew Usyk had a factor to beat Tyson Fury, and he used that factor, and he beat Tyson Fury. And I think that's what Tyson Fury's been afraid of the whole time, was losing that undefeated streak. But now he's lost it. The fear should be going now. The fear should be gone. He should be comfortable winning, and he should not be fearful of a fight, and that's why he's running immediately into the Usyk rematch. Because you know, if he'd won that fight, it doesn't matter how controversial, how close the fight was, he would not have rematched if he had won that fight. So, he's now obviously easily running back into the Usyk rematch with no fear, and this gives us hope, because now that he's lost, doesn't matter what the next result of the Usyk fight is, he's going to take either the happiness of the Usyk fight and the confidence to fight Anthony Joshua, or the sad loss of the Usyk rematch as a reason to fight Joshua, to prove himself again. And I think that's great. Just the only thing for Joshua, because we've seen when Joshua loses, he gets himself in a bad mind state. So we need Anthony Joshua to remain undefeated. And so, 1, Tyson will take the fight, but also 2, Anthony Joshua's ready, he's prepared, he's in the right mind state to take on Tyson Fury and win the Battle of Britain. Because I'm backing Anthony Joshua, and obviously if Tyson wins, fine, Tyson wins. But just let it be known, I have faith in Joshua. Fight is very 50-50, but I back Joshua. Because I think Joshua's a more respectable man, in my opinion. If you ask me. But yeah, that was the news. I mean, I literally should have went, yeah, Joshua's fighting Dubois, and I want Joshua to win. That's all that should have been. But instead I had an 18-minute run. That is disgusting. Regardless, yeah, this has been fun, hasn't it? Now, I'm still in a run, and I've got no more topics. Ooh, Thomas Rants. Everyone go subscribe to Thomas Rants. I said this in the last video, because I'm going to start doing prediction videos again. So I'll probably make a prediction video for when boxing events come up, but they're more easy because they're logic based, whereas I want to do prediction videos and reaction videos to WWE. 1, because their storylines are killing it right now, and WWE have been killing it for the past 2 years. But also, anything can happen there that's not based on stats and facts and logic. It's based on entertainment and you know, it's all theory. It's all like, ooh, what are they planning? You know, it's scripted, so they plan different things, and we gotta predict different things that'll happen. Like, at any moment, you know, Cody Rhodes could lose friggin' WWE Championship to Apollo Crews for all we know. Do you know what I mean? It's unpredictability. It's not based on skill, it's based on booking, storytelling. So I'm going to start making WWE prediction videos again. And I'm going to continue with the Misfits rankings. I'm going to go through, watch all the Misfits X Series 4 fights. Start ranking X Series 4. And I'm going to do that for all the X Series. And I'm going to do it. I did a video ranking all the Anthony Joshua's fights. I'm going to do that for Tyson Fury as well. Next. He is next on the list. But apart from that, I'd argue we're pretty successful today. We've gained about nearly 10k. That's good. That's good. We completed that one. We just need to collect 15,000 coins, which is fine. Just fine. Not going to watch them. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you. Oh. Wait a sec. In the next one. Goodbye.